But the major one that's actually a serious bone, a thorn in a lot of Nigerians' neck, flesh, right now is petrol scarcity. And that's why we need to focus on it and have a conversation around it. Of course, we can always talk about politics and campaigns and elections. Today is Monday, so thankfully, Ballot 23 will be on air by 11:15.
Take care of that.
Yes, so we'll take care of all of that as regards elections and whatnot. And of course, Okoyemi will go further by 4 p.m. And yesterday on Political Roundtable, 2 hours undiluted conversations surrounding all of that. But right now, the focus for this morning is petrol scarcity, fuel scarcity. That is what we need to talk about. The front page of the Punch newspaper is saying NNPC petrol price without subsidy will be 400 naira per litre. And that's coming from marketers. So now with this whole fuel scarcity issue, people are finding difficult. Transport fare has gone up, and people are finding difficult to get buses and all of that.
Thriving now.
It's thriving. They are making money right
Serious
now.
Money.
But in view of all of this, or in view of all of this unfortunate, realities that is ours, especially Lagos, Ogun, Abuja. All right, we're asking 2 questions this morning. The first one is, can we just do away with subsidy and just know that we can't be suffering on 2 sides. We are suffering to pay subsidy. We are suffering to pay subsidy, and then we're suffering to buy fuel again. that subsidy was supposed to be some sort of help. Subsidy is a beautiful thing. I think we've established that. It's a wonderful thing. It's how a lot of developed countries
help
survive.
their citizens, cope with a whole lot of things.
There's subsidy in health
education,
sector. There's the education subsidy. There's
even housing
transportation.
too.
There's mortgaging. All right. So subsidy is a good thing, but apparently in Nigeria, I don't know why our own is difficult to manage. So at this time now, we're asking, can we just do away with subsidy? Because the projection now is that by the time this administration hands over power in May 2023, from the time they took over power in 2015 till that time, they would have spent 10 trillion, over 10 trillion naira
subsidy payments.
On subsidy. That is a loan to revive at least 2 or 3 of our refineries.
Right.
So we will have to be spending so much money. And we are a country that we depend heavily on oil. That is our only, or the government has made it our only, let me put it that way. They've made it our only source of revenue. And we are over 70-something trillion naira in debt.
Sad reality, Sandra.
Who does like this?
The way we've been running the country.
So can we just do away with subsidy, once and for all? Since some people are already buying fuel as much as 300 naira per litre. Do you know that?
Sandra, will Nigerians cope with 400 naira per litre? You think they can cope?
With 400 naira per litre.
So that we have the subsidy away from the table.
But you know that there's this saying that is always darkest before dawn. Maybe we need to go through some sort of
so let subsidy go. Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking now, shouldn't we go through some sort of discomforts, so that we can get a better future?
Okay.
Remember that the new UK Prime Minister said difficult decisions await us.
That's in the UK where you are sure that people will follow through with processes and procedures and policies.
Some months ago, somebody promised us that by June 2023, we will not be paying subsidy again, we will not be importing again because our refineries will be working.
Sandra, 2014 we were promised that all our refineries will work and that there was really nothing like subsidy, and here we are 7 years down the line, almost 8 years. We're still talking about subsidies. So it's about promises, really. In Nigeria, really, I really want to go with the promises like that. The reality is we need to have this debate. Should subsidy go? We pay 400 naira per litre. Can Nigerians cope? Ordinary Nigerians. When I say Nigeria, now ordinary Nigerians. We the masses, the ordinary people out there.
Nothing. It's all right. Okay, so but can Nigerians cope if we actually do away with subsidy? Because it's no way, actually doing what it's supposed to do. Subsidize.
400 naira per
400.
litre.
Right now, marketers are saying they are getting the fuel at 195, 200. You can't expect them to sell it at 165 if they're getting at that price. So they have to make some money. So they add. So there are some places that they're already selling as much as 250, 290, 300. So that's just 100 naira shy from if subsidy is removed. And let's not forget that the value of the naira has nosedived in recent times. So forex is also a major issue. Speaking of forex, the sole importer of refined oil, yes, thank you now, PMS, is NNPCL. Okay, and at this time now they're saying, oh, we're having problems due to forex. You know, before, when we're paying subsidy, we're paying at 400 naira per $1
naira to $1, yeah,
to $1, and now it's almost 800, over 800, 880, you know, per dollar. All right, so with that now, it's more difficult for us, and that's why you see the price keeps going up. Not that, you know, the price is increasing, but because the value is decreasing, the price is going up.
The importation chain is a problem with the cost of importation.
The cost of importation. So at this time now, do you think the government, the federal government, should open up importation to private people?
To everybody.
Anybody. If you can afford to import fuel, import it and let people have access to it.
Well, I think we may have to look at that, since we are not even refining. The idea of having an NPC being the sole importer, for me, does not make any sense.
Right.
Even though, you know, in recent times, Sandra, we read that they actually even contract importation out to other people. So
remember when
in the books, they are the sole importer. So we now saw some other names. You know, so I think this is the time really to not just give access to people to have depot, but to also import. If you have what it means, you can source your forex from anywhere. Just bring in the fuel. Let's have it in abundance. You know, maybe that would also solve the problem of shortage of supply.
Let's also not forget that, you know, the marketers are complaining. You know, NNPC said they have fuel. Marketers are saying they are not getting fuel.
Where's the fuel?
So if NNPC has fuel, and is it that they are not sharing?
You know, the same debate in the aviation sector too, where even airlines say, look, why restrict us from importing?
Let's get our Jet A1 ourselves.
You know, let's get our Jet A1 from anywhere in the world ourselves. I think that's something we should also look at with PMS. If you have a private depot somewhere and you have access to fuel from anywhere in the world, you can source your forex. Let's bring it in. We are not refining, so why limit importation only to NNPC? Really, I really don't think we should stay with that. Open it up, deregulate everything. Let everybody have access. Bring it in at what cost and price. Sell at whatever price and see whether we're going to get something.
When you say deregulate everything, what about if that is, you know, that offer is looked into, and then, you know, they know, okay, you are a licensed importer. You are a licensed importer. That's still regulation.
When we say deregulation, it means you now give access to more people to become importers, not just NNPC.
Okay, so those are the two you know, stories on the front burner this morning as regards fuel scarcity. Because the truth that you used to travel time with 6,000, when I was 7, it was 5,500, and now people are paying as much as 18,000 naira road trip now, not even flight. And now for people that want to fly, we used to pay 20-something thousand, 12,000 to the north, and now people are paying as much as 150 for just go. It's not round trip.
One-way trip.
Just one-way trip. So if we're looking at all of these now, the first one is, can we just do away with subsidy? Can we just let it go? Since the marketers are saying if there's no subsidy, we are going to be paying 400 naira per liter, and we're already paying about 290 naira per liter now. People are already paying
and
that
the black
now.
Market is,
and the black market is even more. Somebody
is
selling for 350 in the black market. So if I don't know the person, please don't ask me.
I wanted to ask you.
All right.
I was thinking, you know.
You want to buy?
And I have fuel. You understand that?
All right, so that's the first one.
I didn't fill up.
Okay, that's good. You are lucky. So should we have that conversation? Subsidy, can we just let it go? It is a serious issue. It is not allowing us have money as a country, and at the same time, we are still not having fuel. So what is the purpose of subsidy? The second, focal point, of course, still around fuel scarcity is NNPCL, as of today, is the sole importer of PMS, or that's what they told us. But when there was some, revelation some months ago, but let's not go into that. Officially, NNPCL is the sole importer of PMS. Can we look at having other people having access to this importation? If you, for example, Fuad and Sons, or Fuad Sons and Daughters.
No, some Fuad Petroleum Limited.
Fuad Petroleum Limited is looking into it.
I can go to Venezuela, bring in and sell out whatever.
If Fuad Petroleum Limited has access to importing PMS, can the government just allow him, rather than why must NNPCL be the sole importer?
And they're now giving out contracts to other people.
Can we allow other people? Can we allow privatization in the importation
Open it up completely
of fuel? All right, so 09136000410, 09136000410. That's the number for you to call, or you can send a text message or a WhatsApp message. You have just 2 minutes. Please keep it clean, okay? Let's have a robust conversation, a very, very objective conversation, okay? As regards this topic. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Fuad.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, please, this subsidy of 18, if they remove it, what me I just want is they should give us flight. Because I'm tired of all this thing, because the most problem that we have is not about driving car, it's about life. Because you see, me now, I spend almost 25 liters 2 days for fuel, for generator. How will I survive if they say, okay, no fuel or this? They should give us flight. If there's flight, the queue will reduce, because like you say, most people that are buying fuel is for generator. You see a car owner too that wants to use generator will carry like 3 jerry cans, and that fuel will not last for a week, and they'll still be looking for again because no light. If we have light, then all this fuel subsidy and everything will reduce.
All right.
We reduce everything.
I think I get a good position.
Thank you very much. So can we say, if you look at the statistics now, the people who use fuel for electricity and the people who use for vehicular, vehicle movement, I think the vehicle movement, the electricity people are more because of businesses. Businesses, aside from homes, businesses, schools, radio, media houses.
When you go to filling stations, you see kegs, almost.
Somebody will bring 10
times
kegs.
2 of the number of vehicles trying to buy fuel.
And if you check it, you see that probably, one big corporation, they need to fuel their gens. Banks need to stay. They need
to run their businesses. They need to run
on business. So if they don't have power, I think that's another thing that should be looked into, actually.
Of course, yeah.
But then we have a grid that collapses 30 times a year.
Don't let us go into
let's
that
not
one,
go deep into that one yet. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sandra. And the issue we are focusing on this morning, lack of sincerity and transparency. That is just the problem. There are over 8, Nigeria is number 8 country among the OPEC nations. We used to be number 6, but because we are not able to meet the quota, we have gone to number 8. Instead of producing 2.4 million barrels allocated to us by OPEC, we are barely doing 100. In a million years. So it's a self-inflicted pain and agony that our own government that is supposed to be to look after our interest. Look at what is happening in the oil industry. The corruption there smells to high heavens. And unfortunately, the president, Mr. Buhari, made himself the minister for petroleum. And till today, after 7 years, almost going to 80, I have not seen the value added or the benefit from him being a minister for petroleum. The only thing we hear is from the savior, the minister of state. But the minister himself, the president, has not come out to say anything about all the problems in the petroleum industry. All they are interested in is to protect the cartel in the oil industry.
All right, thank you, Barrister Oko.
Yes, so we have to really restructure after this government goes away. Otherwise.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Okay, I'm Miracle, calling from Ladipo.
Okay.
Okay, in the case of the subsidy removal, I think if they want to remove it, they should remove it because I didn't see anything. But the only thing, like Fuad normally says, that if they remove it, the money will be accounted for. That is just it. If they remove it. Then another thing is that you see that states can't build the modular refinery they have already endorsed, especially River State. You see that they can't build modular refinery. At least those state governors that have money, Lagos State, those states that have money, you see that they can't build it, or they just choose not to do it because they know that you benefit the masses They just like making the masses to be poor so that they will use them. Thank you.
That's also a question why we don't build. There have been approvals for modular refineries and we're not building it. So
I thought there were 2 in Edo
and that's why I
State.
know somehow, Sandra, carefully I said, we can't refine it. Let's open up importation. Everybody import. Yeah.
Is it possible?
Flood the market with fuel. Yeah, why not?
And it to be highly competitive.
Now, so since we decide not to refine.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
Mr. Far, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, my name is Seni. I'm calling from Kushofi.
Okay.
Yes, for my own take is that subsidy removing is long overdue. You know that Nigeria is subsidizing this.
Hello?
I think we lost it.
Okay. Please do well to call back 091-36000410. The question is, can we just do away with subsidy, and let it go? And also, do you think that the fact that NNPCL is the sole importer of PMS, can we just open up, that particular activity or that particular opportunity to anyone that can actually afford it to solve our scarcity issues? Hello, good morning.
Sandra, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kangolina.
Mr. Ford, morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
I beg they should not remove the subsidy. They should not remove it. I've always said it. If they remove the subsidy, that windfall will still enter their pocket and will continue to suffer. They have not accounted for all the things all the loot that they have been collecting. This subsidy, they will still remove it and put it in their pocket again. So they should leave the subsidy to be done. We should look at the failure of people who said for 7 years they were going to set up refineries. No way. Now they want to the existing refineries, nothing has been done to them. And we keep on importing. Mr. Fuad. There's a man in my village. He's a Tongan Kappa. He goes to tap. When he comes, he sell the wine and he go to retailers to go and drink there. Is it not foolishness? That's what Nigeria is doing. Why can't you refine your own this thing here? Is it okay? I remember when government went and they said they are buying shares in the Dangote refinery. Why would you do that? An individual is setting on refinery and you are going to buy shares. Why can't you?
But they can't fix their own refinery.
Is it like Nigeria doesn't have such money that an individual will have? And look, this is complete failure for 7 years. And we are just sitting here talking of we want to vote for APC. I pity Nigerians. So. Okay. Thank you.
We're all Nigerians, Mr. Kangolina.
He wants to remove himself.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning.
My name is Eyo from Ikorodu.
Okay.
I think, the issue of subsidy, ordinarily, it is how it's supposed to be, because it's a country that does not have a functional refinery. It's quite unfortunate that it could, an oil
producing nation, yeah.
Yes, cannot have a functional refinery, which is very, very abnormal. Look at other countries. Which other country in the world that produce oil that does not have a working refinery? You understand? So now, if you say you want to remove it now, people are now paying $290 something according to you by black market, and they find it difficult to survive. What if you are taking it to 400? Which means nobody even travel to anywhere. Even the poor woman that was producing food in the village, I cannot take it to it's down. It's not possible. You understand? So it is because what I can suggest is that there should be a kind of, if they cannot be able to build a refinery, let them invite people from outside to come and help us build refinery on a private public
partnership.
Yes, partnership. Maybe you can give them a certain time. Okay, it is going to be on lease for a number of years. After which they can, because even if they go, they are not going to remove the refineries away. It's going to be for Nigeria. You understand? Because the bottom line is this: we must have a working refinery. Without that, even if you want to remove a subsidy, our naira here has lost value. You understand? So these people will still be importing fuel from outside. You understand? And whatever cost they have incurred, they are now going to heap it back on us. So it does not in any way. The only way we can do is to make sure that we build a refinery. Let us make sure that even the incoming government, let's put it on them. We are the citizens, we are the one to demand what we need now. Put pressure on them. We want, please, our refinery to work. Either one or two, let it be functional.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mr. Timothy calling you from Ojo.
All right.
This subsidy of a thing. There are many things we have known that have not been revealed concerning this subsidy. They have been saying that we are consuming how many liters of petroleum per day? About 60-something thousand, this 60-something million. And when we were still on lockdown, we were still consuming the same thing. There are many truths that have not been revealed. Until we have a government that is functional, a government that is sincere, that's we know the actual fact about this subsidy. Understand me? When Sibajos was acting the active capacity, he promised so many Niger Delta states that he would build modular refineries, and that thing would have solved problem. Those boys would be engaged, and there would be employment, and that modular refinery will solve our local consumption. They know all this, and they have all their refineries outside Nigeria. Even Niger Republic here has refinery. Imagine Niger Republic has refinery, working refinery. Nigeria as a giant of Africa, no working refinery. Understand me? They know what they are doing. Until we have leadership that is sincere, we cannot get truth about this subsidy of a thing. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Timothy. Amen. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is George calling from Ejibo.
George from Ejibo, please go ahead.
The issue of this subsidy, to me, removing subsidy now won't do us a favor. But rather, when we watch one of our presidential candidates, Peter, he said removing subsidy should be a gradual process. First of all, we have to deal with like the Dangote refinery, make sure it's working, make sure some of the modular, give up licenses for modular refineries. Then other issues, even in what it's around for us to concession our refinery if we cannot manage it. Then when we reduce it, there will be competition. There won't be monopoly. But if you remove it at this particular moment, the poor masses are the ones that are going to suffer it. Yes, that is how P2B put it. That it should be a gradual process. You should remove it instantly now. The poor masses are the ones that are going to pay for it. The same elites, the same cabals will continue benefiting from it. So for now, it's not proper to remove it for now. It should be a gradual process. By doing all these necessary things, then to curtail the effect, there won't be monopoly. Then at this moment, if you remove it at this particular moment, when you see the thing will skyrocket, who will pay? The poor masses. That is my own suggestion.
All right. All right, thank you very much, Mr. George. Although I've not really seen anyone say anything about the importation itself. All right, so even at subsidy or no subsidy, the truth is it's a burden on just one company or just one organization being the sole importer of PMS into the country. It makes distribution a bit tedious because you have to go, everybody converges at one particular point to receive it. Do you think that they should also open up the importation to anyone who can afford to import PMS into the country? Of course,
since we are not refining
and I don't know why nobody seems to be paying attention to the refineries, and despite the fact that 280 something billion every year is put into maintenance and rehabilitation of our refineries, but none is working. All right, so I mean, let's also not forget that in recent times Bauchi and Gombe now drill oil. We're going to refine outside. If we have that also again, we're going to be taking all of that again outside. That's another burden on the subsidy, because by the time you're importing that large amounts, you have to pay more. I don't know. The issue of refineries, well, maybe I don't know. The fact is we are not refining, and we don't know why we are not refining. It's okay. All right, so let's take some messages at this point now. I have here, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. What the politicians want to do is increase the price of fuel, and they're hiding the truth from the people. This government have removed subsidy 3 times. Each time they increase price, they will come back and claim they are still subsidizing. Can't we take our crew to the place of refining and pay only for freight and cost of refining? The truth is not there. Oji from Ijesha. I'm seeing something from what you're saying. Good morning, Mainland FM. Consciously, I'm not, surprised petrol will be 400 now. But is there anything good in this country? Yes, I am good in this country.
I'm also good.
This government have messed everything up, yet they still want to be in office. Ayimobi from Ogba. Okay. Awolo Christopher from Shogunle is saying, good morning, Sandra and Fuad. Please let the market forces have its way for the time being and let subsidy be removed until, God willing, a responsible government is elected. Nigerians are always okay with suffering, so any amount fuel sells will buy and life
400
continue.
naira is huge for 9 Nigerians, Sandra. Per liter, 400 naira per liter.
The Baba man that is down the street that operates, I better pass my neighbor generator. Can he afford 400 naira per
No,
liter?
it will push the cost on those of us that go.
So, you that you cut your hair for 200, you're cutting it for our 800.
I start out frustrate.
Start keeping your hair. All right, already we are in a Hobbesian state of nature. Hobbesian.
All right.
I don't know. Remember, the politician said that anyone who survives this government to next year should be issued certificate of survival. Have a nice day. Awolo Christopher, thank you very much. I think I might actually agree with that. Good morning, Sandra. Our leaders are not sincere. They should come up with a plan and projection that can work for the nation. And government should be continuity. We lack a working system. Tunde Jesuloba from Surulere. Thank you very much. 091-36000410. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Miss Isaac from Igbe.
This is
Miss Isaac from Igbe.
Isaac from Igbe.
Yeah. Igbe. I'm just taking interest in this particular topic. We just have a problem with the NNPC. The NNPC is not sincere with themselves. We that say, I don't see why refineries should be paying staff without working for this number of years, and we are actually hoping to continue like that. The major issue now is that removing subsidy is not the problem now, but if you remove it, you allow people, open it up for people to import work. So that now we normalize the market situation. But with this one, with NNPC still standing as the monopoly, and you are removing subsidies, it's not going to help anybody. It's not going to help anybody at all. So the major problem is to address the issue from the NNPC angle and see that they should not interfere with the affairs of petroleum again. They have made themselves limited, let them remain limited and open up interpretation for others to be in the market. I think that is the only way to provide solution to this situation.
Okay.
I think I get what you're saying. Thank you so much. God bless you too. I think we remove subsidy, open up importation. Yeah, flood the market. Simple.
Hello, good morning.
Sandra, good morning.
Good morning, Don Peters.
Yeah, for what? Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I love the topic you people give to us for us to discuss. But I have a question, Sandra. Is it a taboo for us as a nation to have a working refinery?
No.
And another question is this. What exactly is Nigerian people benefiting from their government? You know why I ask this question is this. The subsidy, almost all the countries of the world subsidize one or two things for their citizens. Nigeria, which exact is the government subsidizing for us? No good school, no good hospital, no good road. Nigerians are not enjoying anything from their government. The only thing they are telling us that we are enjoying, which we are not too sure of it, is this subsidy. Now they want to remove it. Sandra, do you know that there are people who are into hospitality industry? Do you know there are the organizers and the barbers and the hairdressers and the tailors, that all of these people need to work, but there is no power. And the only thing they are enjoying right now is for them to buy that fuel at the rate of 100 and something naira before now. But right now is about 200 and something. Okay, and how is people going to make it out of all this? Just tell me. So if there is anything we can do as for us as a nation, please, we have a situation in our hands, which is to change government. Sandra, nobody should vote on ethnic line. Nobody should vote on a religious line. You know why I'm saying so? If you don't like what is we have in our hands right now, just wait for what will happen when you vote according to the ethnic line and religious line. We are going to have a disaster in our hands. So we should just scrutinize all these people who are campaigning and get a good government. Those who can give us refinery. Those who can give us all what we are asking for. Because the Nigerians are suffering too much.
All right.
Just take it. Thank you.
Thank you, Don Peters. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Auntie Sandra. What?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, you have Chief Akpagwadi. I'm calling from Sango.
Good morning, sir.
The issue of this petroleum problem in Nigeria is more complex than people are looking at it. I worked and retired in the sector. I was dealing with petroleum product and lubricant.
What year did you retire, please?
That was 2001.
Okay, carry on.
My father in school, so it's a long way. So, and the way the problem comes from the regulatory authorities, the DPR and the NNPC. Why am I saying so? If you want to be a business person, you want to go into oil sector, the stumbling block, the hurdles is so huge. As I am here now, I have a lot of companies abroad that I can just contact, and I'll be bringing fuel to this country to contribute my quota. But they will not allow. They will tell you go and register, you must have 5 million deposit here and there. Dollar new, not the naira. You'll be a contractor to even share or any of these companies in Nigeria. They tell you must have about 5 jeep, must have so much in your account, you must have so much infrastructure on ground, office and the rest of. Our business is not like that or in another part of the country. We do what we call brokerage. Why these people bring? NFPC hasn't got money to bring money to anywhere to this country now. What they have been doing is they are producers, marketers, and brokers. All these people coming with cheap load of fuel. They don't. They just have guarantee, government guarantee to bring that fuel that they'll get their money after this. This is my own training. And the NFPC, government empower the Kaba. You call them Kaba cartel. They don't want new entrants that will come and compete.
So,
with
Chief,
them and make the market to be good.
So,
that
Chief,
is just the simple matter.
Sorry, Chief. So you also believe that they should open up the importation, so everybody can
open up the import for Christ's sake. If I say you can bring 10 loads, a shipload of cargo in a month, why not? But they tell you must pay up to $10 million into DPR, into NFPC, into this and that. That is the problem. They don't want people to come inside. And the Kabas are the people like Otedola, then all these Kabas.
Chief, let us mention him, but I think we got your point.
We got your point, but there was the mentioning of name. The name calling was not necessary.
All right.
And that is strictly
a private
Adio's
but honestly, I think I got what he's saying. When you over-regulate,
they are making it difficult for anyone that wants
people come in and open up your place. Let's flood the market, so you stifle the thing, over-regulate it, and
$5 million is a lot.
It's deliberate.
Allegedly, though.
It's deliberate. I'm sure he has some facts. I'm sure he knows what he's saying. But the fact is, we should just open up. Let everybody import. See, we can refine.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sandra.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, Mike Arinze.
Mike Arinze, where are you calling from?
Abodu, side.
Okay.
Yeah, the discussion is good because it's something that affects everyone in the country. To my mind, I don't think it is right for now for the government to remove subsidy because the situation is not normal. Everyone living in this country knows what an average person is experiencing in terms of economic downfall. The problem with NNPC is that, as the last caller said, there is a cabal running the NNPC. and none of them is saying the truth. You remember the former group managing director, Yakubu, who was arrested the other time that he built a warehouse where he packed money. Where did he get the money? From Mainland PC. And up to now, nobody has told us what has happened to Yakubu. Recently, Sheriff sued federal government for spending 1.48 trillion for maintenance of the 4 oil refineries in Nigeria. Up to now, no one is brave enough to give accurate account what has happened to the money. It's because of this cabal in NNPC that the refineries are not working. Recently, there was a coach that was hired in Nigeria. He was interviewed in Nigeria, but they couldn't offer him the job. But he just published a book and told us that the reason why he could not get the job is that Nigerians who interviewed him said that he will give 2 accounts. He will deposit, they will give him half of his salary, and they will collect half of the salary and the man. That is a reason from Sweden. And that is why he could not be offered the job. The same thing applies to every strata.
Thank you, Mr. Mike Arinze.
So they should know what is happening, and they know exactly what is happening.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I'm calling.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah,
yes, good morning.
Yes, I'm Mr. Shego. I'm calling from Ikeja.
Okay.
See, the subsidy removal, government should not remove it, because your last call I've said it on. I've been trying to call since, but my call is now enter. But I'm now happy somebody make the suggestion I want to make, that government is not giving us anything. We provide water by ourselves. We on generator, I pass my neighbor by myself. So what government is giving us? We are not enjoying everything. Now, if they remove the subsidy, we are buying a liter, 400 naira. How are we going to cope? Now, I'm bobbing my head at a market, one of my friends, 300 naira. Now, if somebody is buying for 400 naira, how much do you think I'm going to buy bread? I'm bobbing at 1,400. So, I believe Nigerian government should not remove it. And second, they should open the importation to everybody, so that we share importation for this thing.
You can bring 50 litre, you just go and bring it from
somewhere. That is it now. Because I believe in early 90s, they are giving us free water. We are drinking water, they are doing, but now all these corrupt politicians have come now, they have dabaru everything. It's for only them, only their family, only their brother, only their friends. They are enjoying it. They are not open it for everybody. Mr. Oshiba, who is a pastor, he told us that the government refinery will be open. Since then, we have not seen everything. A pastor, who are we going to believe then? I believe any Nigeria who vote for this government again is the enemy of this country.
Okay, thank you very much. I should have known you were already going down that route. But you know, that promise was made in. I understand that. That promise was made in an acting capacity, and then after a while, there must have been something that must have stifled that particular, promise when he made that. I remember then when he was, I think, for about 2 weeks or so, he was the president of the country. There
are always situations beyond your control. Maybe the situation is beyond his control.
And maybe we should also dissect this vice presidential role according to maybe on ballot 23 or somewhere. Just dig deeper. About deputy governors, vice presidents.
There's something about the American system that I'm studying, Sandra. The idea that deputy
the vice president has powers.
Have their own elections too. They vote them in. They have their own powers, constitutional powers. They have to the point that they have rules that
they have their rules. They don't just sit down and wait until somebody breaks their leg or I don't know to do something. Yes, you're still on to Mainland 98.3 FM. It's Mainland Focus, and the focus for this morning is fuel scarcity. Two things on the front burner. Should we just do away with subsidy, since they said that if without subsidy we'll be paying 400 naira per liter, and we're already paying as much as 250, 290 per liter? Can we just do away with subsidy, or should we open the gates of importation? Let anybody that is whoever that can afford to import fuel import it and let us open it and let's see.
Flood the market.
May the best man win as regards that one. Because if somebody is selling at one night and another person selling,
I know it's possible if there's serious competition. Prices can, yeah. It's just about you sourcing from everywhere.
All right, 09136000410. Go back to taking messages. I'll be back to phone calls in a bit. If only APC could take us back to where they met us in 2015, they would do fantastically wonderful. They've let us use our PVC to vote out Chijoke. Thank you very much. We appreciate. Good morning, Milan FM. This is Ekoja texting from Ogba. As for me, the Minister of Petroleum knows what he's doing to Nigerians because the Nigerian youth have refused to wake up from sleep. Mumu never too much. All right. Thank you, Ekoja from Ogba. I also have here Sandra and Fuad. I greet you optimistically. It's okay. It's not that we don't have engineers that can build refineries. We have solid engineers. So it's not until we bring in experts from abroad. The truth is they don't want to build refineries because a few Nigerians have refineries abroad or are shareholders in some refineries abroad. It is not out of place to say that most of our fuels being imported are coming from even these refineries. So these guys will oppose ours. Before you remove subsidy, first build at least 2 working refineries and rehabilitate the existing ones. Once we start refining, then subsidy can stop. Even if they allow other marketers to start importing, we will still buy at higher prices because of forex, landing cost, and other hidden charges. Let's refine locally. James Ogbona in Ejigbo. Okay. We also have here, no name, no location. All right. Also, subsidy removal or not, things will still remain the same. May God help us. Aimobi from Ogba. Okay. And I also have good morning everyone in the house. Nigeria has oil refinery but is not refining. Is that not a political propaganda? Niger Republic refinery is maintained with the help of some people. This is unfair. God bless Nigeria. Charles from Ojo. I see where you're going, Charles. Dear Sandra, you know as much as I do that oil subsidy is an organized crime. I don't know. Don't carry me along. Governments can provide parts of technical know-how. Government should not repair and share the profits. I have an overwork. No amount of importation will solve the problem. It is even like a state of senseless talk about importation in a country that produces crude. There's no oil in Canada, but that nation has about 28 refineries. In India, refineries built in 1901 are still working. Prince from Ojo in Lagos. That's a lot of
deep thinking,
research there. Yes. All right. We also have. Let's take some calls and we'll wrap things up with hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Abibola.
Amobola.
Kikibe.
Oh,
she doesn't know that.
It's our Aori people. Good morning. You're welcome. Your name?
How are you?
I'm well.
How are you?
I'm well.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
It's all right.
Why should we take our oil to another country and be spending a lot of money when we have a lot of refinery that they can repair? So I want you to take this report to them, let them understand what you are saying. And I want to talk about my area too, Ogun State. They were local.
Ballot 23
It's all right. Thank you very much.
Yewa Solidarity Group.
Yes, we are here and we are proud of it. Proudly Yewa North. Yes, I'm from Yewa North in Ogun State. But let's leave all of that for Ballot 23. When we come to Ballot 23, we'll have a bigger conversation around that.
Your Tegbe, I think it's from Yewa to as issues ADC, but we'll talk about that in Ballot 23.
It's from Yewa, but I don't know. I don't know. Some Yewa chiefs and co. They say they endorsed somebody that I don't know. I was not a part of that endorsement. But let's wrap things up with a few messages. Thank you to everyone who called. Unfortunately, we can't take any more phone calls at this point now. Because if we take all, we'll have to cut you off, and we don't want that. All right. So I have here. Good morning, Sandra and Fuad. I greet you. Okay, thank you. The issues of fuel scarcity. The government knows is the Minister of Petroleum. What is he saying about what's happening in Nigeria? Thank you very much. Good morning, Sandra. My name is Tim, and all the House of Assembly members, they should investigate them as regards this. Thank you. Oh, it's okay, Timmy. Thank you very much. Good morning, Sandra and Fuad. Does monopoly solve problems economically? Let us liberalize our market, and what shall come out of it? We also have during the electioneering. Thank you. Whoever is made, I can never ever forget how I was at home and it was going to 97, and this APC people will get there and do things right.
That there was even nothing like subsidy. Really.
When you have 7 years and a few months to go, and you were not able to do anything, rather it got worse. You know, promise no sector in this country that's working. Health, education, oil.
The oil sector.
The oil sector is also there. Security. There is no sector at all.
Public transportation. Everything.
Transportation. Even agriculture. Power. No.
That one.
We have an epileptic national grid. So let's ask the right questions. Let's remove religious sentiments, ethnic sentiments. You and
goes up again.